we got some baseball coming your way on FS1. Fernando Tatis Jr. in the first place. Padres in action in H-Town, taking on the Astros, coming your way next. Oh, there's Jeremy Pena, former World Series MVP. He's got a little hit streak going on. Astros, though, could use some other help offensively. They won last night, looking to do it again against the Padres, and they're home in Houston, and we say welcome. Welcome, that is, to the MLB on FS1 pregame show, sponsored by Geico. Come on in, good to see you. And Dontrell and I are in the same chairs. We were on Fox a couple minutes ago. We're on FS1 with you right now. D-Train, Dontrell Willis, my man, is here. And I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Let's start here. A lot of highlights around baseball today. What's getting you feeling to catch you up on the action you may have missed. This is a wild one. Dodgers, Rangers, Kirby Yates. So great for Texas, right? Now he's a Dodger. Former team, Adolis Garcia.
Oh, my goodness.
Game winner.
Ooh, brisket for everybody.
Oh, man, that was smashed.
Wow.
Garcia, the former LCS MVP, down year last year. He's off to a good start, and that certainly helps for Texas. A dramatic win. Also on Fox earlier, Cardinals-Mets. Mets playing well. Pete Alonso off to an excellent start. That's his 6th of the year, Train.
They made the polar bear mad. He went second deck, letting everybody know I'm still the man around here.
Second deck, Mets 3-zip. Kodai Senga had a nice effort. Marlins, Phillies, Bryce Harper. Got the Phils going early and often.
Lefty, righty, it does not matter. He's still playing at a high level. It seems like he's been in the big leagues for 30 years.
All right, Royals, Tigers, Detroit playing exceptionally well, taking on their division rival, Spencer Torkelson. What a start for him, his 7th home run of the year.
Comeback player of the year. Mike Trout doesn't win it. That's how impactful. They need him in the teeth of the lineup. They're going to win the Central.
Yeah, it really is an important figure for them. Diamondbacks, Cubs, Cubs offense, maybe a little wind blowing out of Wrigley. Seiya Suzuki gets into 1-2-1 shot off of Zach Gallen. He's got 6 on the year. And then the very next hitter, it's Michael Busch. You know what? I'll do the same thing.
The Cubs are scary in the Central. I got them winning. Even though the Reds have a good rotation, that offense is scary.
Yeah, 6-2, they beat Arizona again. Reds and Orioles, Hunter Green came in with an ERA under 1. Not today, the O's touched him up a little bit. Here's Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah, the O's are going to have to slug, and they understand that, and their lineup constructed to be able to do that.
So 2-1, that one in the, or 2-1 there was Orioles winning that game currently. Then, Paul Skeens, his bobblehead day in Pittsburgh, but Kyle Manzardo greets him rudely.
He said, are you going to sign me one of them things, too?
Get it to the Allegheny.
Oh, my goodness.
That's tough to get it out there.
Wow.
That's some real pop. 3-0 Guardians beat Skeens and the Pirates. And then, 4th inning of the Yankees and the Rays. Yanks have 3-1. Aaron Judge, who leads the league in hitting, continues to do just that.
I mean, I know they got internet. But look, his base is loaded. You got to attack him.
Yeah, what do you do, right? I mean, that's the bottom line. 8-4 Yankees trying to close that out. Judge has a 3 RBI day going on. Showed you that Rangers highlight, Garcia, the walk-off. You had a great quote talking to Bruce Bochy about what the key for them is. World Series 2 years ago, down year last year.
Yeah. Bottom line is, Bruce Bochy said, I need my guys not to have great years, but regular years. And that means just post. Garcia has struggled of late. 196 over his last 15 ball games. That's a big-time hit and a swing that can get somebody going. Also, Marcus Semien has struggled early on, but he's known to be a slow starter. So you have Jake Berger, who's hitting 188. He's a guy that can knock you 25 to 30 home runs. This is a lineup that's constructed to slug and do damage. I think they're going to be just fine as long as they're able to stay healthy in that locker room, because that's hurt them in the last couple seasons.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Rangers in first place in the early going of this year. Meanwhile, how about the Padres? They're in first place, too, in the West right now, playing great. Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis Jr., a big reason why. They're 15-5, off to one of their best starts ever. In Houston to take on the Astros. That game coming up in just a few minutes right here on FS1. Astros got the win last night. Let's start with San Diego, right? What has impressed you the most? They've got big names on the injury list, right? Jackson Merrill, Jake Cronenworth. How have they done it without those guys?
Well, the teeth of their lineup is doing damage. Manny Machado as the veteran, but Fernando Tatis Jr. is the absolute superstar. You have to go watch him, hitting .342 with 6 bombs. He's the presence. He's the guy that loves the bright spots, and he's not afraid of anybody. And I love his swagger, and he can go get that baseball defensively as well.
Where is, for the Astros, look, transition, they lost some big names.
Yes.
Where's their offense right now?
They are struggling. The fewest extra base hits in all of baseball, 27th in baseball in slug. Christian Walker and Yordan Alvarez has to check in right now before it gets too deep into that hole. Jose Altuve is hitting 100 points higher than anybody in their lineup. That cannot be acceptable. They have to step up offensively.
There you go. We'll see what we have on store for you today. The Padres, well, they remain red hot. Astros looking to take the first two of this series. There is Mr. Tatis. OPS well over 1,000 for him, 7-game hit streak, and he has been sensational in right field for the Padres. Meanwhile, Altuve looking for a little help for the Astros. Can anyone else join him in this offense and get some runs on the board? We saw Cam Smith do it last night with a couple of home runs. There's Jose. You know, we took a moment to get to him, but these things happen. In H-Town, home of the Phoenician, Astros and Padres comes your way next.
Welcome to the start of the new year.
Coming out hard like April.
Nice and controlled.
Worry about yourself, nobody else.
Yeah, we've been flying, that's so plain.
Keep grinding, Peloton.
Look at all.
I'm here with you, come on.
Get all these niggas that can't compete.
Walk in, out.
I be going hard.
That's the way you push through, baby. Proud of you.
I'm not him. I'm not Jack.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender-created cocktails, anywhere on the rocks.
I wonder if this golf cart has hands-free driving. It didn't, but my Skechers slip-ins are completely hands-free. I just step in and they're on.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
The DQ Freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished-for blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ Freezer closes.
Next Level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGard Plus.
We're doing it. Major League Baseball blasting off in Houston, Texas, Space City. H-Town, call it what you will. Dyken Park on a Saturday night. We've got the best team in baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr. and the San Diego Padres going to be taking on the Houston Astros middle game of this 3-game series with my partner, Eric Karros. I am Eric Collins. Folks, we're ready to do it. Fernando Tatis Jr. last year in the number 2 hole. This year, he is the leadoff man. Club, Luis Arise, Manny Machado, Gavin Sheets, reinventing himself. Former Chicago White Sox, Oscar Gonzalez, Jose Iglesias, Tyler Waits, the second baseman, Elias Diaz behind the plate, and Connor Joe, welcome back home, San Diego native, playing for his Pods. Eric Karros, let's talk about the pitcher for the Astros.
The youngster's getting his 4th start of the season. He's got some good stuff. He came over in that Cubs trade. They sent Kyle Tucker his way. This is the arsenal, the four-seam fastball, the sweeper, the cutter, the sinker. He added a curveball this year. He's throwing it more often. The sweeper, while the usage is at 26%, he used to throw it about 40% last year. He's down a little bit using that pitch.
Aiden Wesneski, he has this defense behind him. Yordan Alvarez, Jake Myers in center field. The rookie that everyone's talking about, folks. This is a 22-year-old pup, Cam Smith, out in right field. Isaac Paredes is the third baseman. Pena's a budding star at shortstop. Altuve, a lot of time out in left field this year, but back at his comfortable spot at 2B. And the first baseman is Arise. Diaz behind the plate, and we're ready to go. What better way to start a ball game than with Fernando Tatis Jr. in the right-handed batter's box? He is off to a rousing start this year. All of 26 years of age and a man in full. The numbers fantastic. First pitch of the game, fouled straight back, and we're underway.
Yeah, Tatis at the leadoff spot. And, you know, we talked to Mike Schilt prior, and, you know, the thought of doing that. And look, he wants the explosive player right to start the game. Fernando wants to be there. You know, kind of like Ohtani leading off for the Dodgers. Put fear in the pitcher right away.
6 homers in 20 games. There's that sweeper. And it's 0-2. San Diego on the year, folks. They played 20 games and won 15 of them. First place in the NL West, but only by a hair. They've got the Dodgers breathing down their neck. It'll probably be like that for the entire season. Wisniewski's 1-2.
She ran that sinker in there. He's going to run the sinker into the right-handers a lot today. Try and keep them off balance, keep them in on their hands.
Swing and a miss. That is just the 10th time in 20 games this year that Tatis has struck out. Our first inning.
Yeah, really good by Wisniewski, just keeping him off balance. And you saw him. He ran that sinker on the previous pitch and then put him away right there with the sweeper.
All right, next in line, Luis Arise. If Wisniewski can strike him out, we've got a story. Arise steps up in the box and takes ball 1. Each of the last 3 seasons, Luis Arise has led whatever league he was playing in batting average.
Now, how about Arise this year showing a little power? Already 3 home runs, had 4 all of last year.
Two and 1. Last year, Arise led the National League in batting. 314 was the number. The year before, 354. The lifetime is a 322 batter. Those are numbers you used to see back like in the 30s and the 40s. There's Mike Schilt. Of course, did wonderful things in St. Louis. Former National League Manager of the Year in 2019. And Arise works the 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, not the thing you want to do with this San Diego lineup, especially at the top. And they've got some of the big hitters. Manny Machado off to a great start this season.
Machado bats with a runner on at first. Wisniewski throwing from the stretch for the first time. Machado, hard to believe, but he is now in his 14th major league season, and he's still only 32.
Right, really is crazy. And he's been with San Diego since 2019. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's been there that long. And he signed that extension, extended that deal. I think it was a 13-year deal total. This guy is going to go down as a Padre.
It blows me away that 169 is all it takes to be the Padres' all-time leader in homers. Past 7 years in Baltimore, a half year in LA with the Dodgers, and now 7 with San Diego. There's your 14-year career for Manny Machado, and it's 3-0. Wow, swinging 3-0. High hopper. Paredes to second for one. Not in time. And there are now 2 outs.
Not very often that you're battling the lights on a ground ball, but that's exactly what happened with Paredes. You see the way that thing hopped, and you see the lights at the top of the stadium. And yes, you absolutely can lose the ball in the lights. Look at him shy away. Oh, like, hey, I don't know. Does a good job of staying with it.
So Machado swings 3-0 and makes the second out of top of our first inning. Here's Gavin Sheets. Talk about a guy with 2 extremes. Last year this time, he was playing for the Chicago White Sox, who were 3-17 in their first 20 games. He's now the San Diego Padres, who are league best 15-5 through 20 games. So you wonder if he's calling his buddies back on the south side of Chicago and saying, it wasn't me, guys.
I mean, it does, though. It changes just the whole coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're playing for something, that you're competitive. And I get it. It's the big leagues. You know, you should be excited. But let me tell you, I played for a 99-loss team. You want to play for a competitive group.
Hard and fair. Let's see what Machado's got in the tank. On his way to third, and he'll be held up there. It's a double for Sheets, and we've got runners at second and third.
I mean, Sheets does a nice job of 2 strikes getting that bat head out. You go back to that 3-0 pitch to Machado. Here, let's take a look at this. Just gets by Walker. Oh, off the end of the glove there, and such a fine defensive first baseman. Gets it down in the corner, puts runners at second and third. But again, you go back to that 3-0 swing by Machado. This youngster would have been in a lot of trouble. He let him off the hook.
Here's Oscar Gonzalez. Gonzalez getting playing time in recent games with San Diego. Jackson Merrill, their young star, out with a hamstring injury, and they're trying to mix and match in the outfield. And one of those pieces is Oscar Gonzalez. Didn't spend a day last year in the big leagues. Was in the minor league chain with the Yankees. Now back up in the show. 6 for 18 in limited time.
So far, he's seen 2 sweepers and did not look good on either one of them, although they didn't say he offered that last pitch. But if you're Hayden, you got to keep throwing those things.
'97, and it's now 2-1. Yeah, Wesneski has got a whole bunch. He throws hard. You saw that '97. He's got that sweeper that everyone raves about. Coming into this game, 21 strikeouts in 18 innings, just 3 walks. The bugaboo has been the homer. On the ground, should end the inning. Pena, and the side is retired. So Wesneski gets in trouble, gets out of it.
Putting people first. It's always been our thing. From the thousands of people who build our cars to the millions of people who depend on them. And right now, when affordability matters most, Hyundai is committed to keeping our prices the same, with no increase to MSRP. And not just on a few of our vehicles, all of them. That's the Hyundai way.
Inside every dog is a struggle between good.
Come on! Something smells really good.
And fun.
No, over here! I can practically taste the fun! Good. Fun. Ew.
But there doesn't have to be.
Wait, is that good and fun?
Let your dog indulge both sides with the delicious, long-lasting chew sessions of good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
That beer cap is about the luckiest piece of metal in the world. Chairing the welcome committee for a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis.
Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Luxe Cravings boxes give you extravagant options, including the new Toasted Cheddar Street Chalupas. for less. Choose your Lux Cravings box, only at Taco Bell.
Lowe's knows spring is a chance to prove you've got this whole adult thing down. With the right advice and same-day delivery, you'll have your home feeling
All grown up.
Lowe's knows how to help you spring.
Grandpa earned it for my family.
Mom earned it for me.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Start your family's legacy. USAA. See if you can become a member today.
Padres don't score they have in the first inning, and now the Astros heading to the bat rack. Jose Altuve still going strong, leads things off. Paredes is the number 2 hitter. Yordan Alvarez, followed by Jeremy Pena, Christian Walker, Yainer Diaz, Carantini, Myers, and the rookie Cam Smith. Those 9 batting against Michael King.
Michael King having a very nice year so far, coming off his best start of the season. Plethora of pitches, the 4-seamer, slider, and there you go. Hit it to that guy, and that's not good if you're an offensive player.
Altuve hits it to the multi-time Gold Glover Manny Machado. That's out number 1 on 2 pitches. Paredes is the batter. First year with Houston. Came over from Chicago. The Cubs had to give him up in the trade that sent Kyle Tucker to Chicago's north side. Houston actually got a haul. They got not only Paredes, but they got Cam Smith, youngster out in right field that they love. They also got the starting pitcher for today's game, Hayden Wesneski. So 3 out of the 10 players on the field today for Houston coming over directly in the trade that sent Kyle Tucker to Chicago. On the ground through. 1-out single for Paredes.
Yeah, getting back to that trade, it's always good to see both teams benefit. You look at what Kyle Tucker is doing over there in Chicago right now. He's starting off hot as heck. And again, both sides benefit. Paredes just shooting this ball back up the middle. Again, Michael King, if you look at his season so far, it's been okay start, great start. Okay start, great start.
EK, that kind of sounds like Houston's season. They have had back-to-back wins and losses for 14 consecutive games.
Yeah, have yet to put a 2-game winning streak together all year. That's crazy when you think of it.
Yordan Alvarez. Hammered. Right center field. That one will bounce over the fence. That'll be a ground rule double. So runners at second and third for Houston with just 1 out.
Well, you kind of wonder what Michael King is going to be like today. He's coming off a complete game. 110 pitches. Leaves this pitch out over the plate. Alvarez gets enough of it to bounce it over the right center field wall. Good to see for the Astros. Again, their biggest problem has been the slugging part of the middle part of this lineup, and Alvarez is a key cog.
Third double on the year for Alvarez. And now the cleanup man, the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Swings at the first pitch. Third baseman Machado comes home. And Paredes is out number 2. Running on contact, and that's an easy play for Machado.
See, it's interesting, though, because if he's going on contact, you know, I understand Alvarez doesn't run all that well, but he's got to be running too. Because now you've got a runner at second base, you know, wild pitch, you're not going to score. I mean, if both guys aren't running, then for me, neither guy should be running.
Hey, Eric, interesting. We were talking earlier. There's Joe Espada. We're talking to Joe. There were 2 instances in yesterday's game where the Astros actually won, where third base coach Tony Perez-Chica's decision was ignored. Yeah, it didn't come back to haunt Houston, but an odd situation there.
Right, it was, you know, yesterday there were some instances, just looked like there was some confusion going on over there. Again, you just wonder, obviously in that situation, Paredes was going on contact. Alvarez must not have got the sign. He should have been moving too.
Here's Christian Walker trying to get comfortable with this new team. Down in the count 0-2. Last 8 summers, Christian Walker has been an Arizona Diamondback.
Yeah, big free agent sign for the Astros. I mean, they lose Tucker in the trade. Bregman leaves. You know, first base has kind of been a struggle the last year for the Astros to fill it with any kind of production. And this Walker's been great defensively and offensively. Just hasn't got going yet this year.
King strikes him out and gets out of hot water. We're still scoreless. The second's next.
Who's here? Chief, talk to you. Where is it?
Because any car that doesn't offer the confidence that it will find you is a car that stops short of amazing.
Is this an iconic sneaker ad? Nope. It's an ad for the new KFC Dunk It Bucket. Now anyone can dunk. With 3 sauces, fries, new mashed potato poppers, and original recipe tenders. Dunk for $7 or get enough to share for $25.
In 1988, Fox changed television forever.
I'm John Walsh, host of America's Most Wanted.
Fox Monday, from a butcher on the run to Heartland horror.
Please, where's my baby?
The legacy continues.
You can make a difference.
America's Most Wanted is back. Premieres this Monday on Fox.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Get 1.99% APR financing for 48 months on the 2025 Tundra. Visit your local Toyota dealer and get a great deal today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
Well, both sides able to get runners into scoring position in the first inning, but do not score. Top of the second inning, Hayden Wesneski will face Jose Iglesias. With Eric Karros, I'm Eric Collins. First pitch, 93, misses away. Iglesias now in his 13th big league season. He's been the runner of the block a couple of times. 8 different teams. Was an all-star back in 2015 with Detroit.
Also a singer, right? Let's not forget that. The New York Mets, a lot going on last year.
Getting an opportunity to play his comfortable shortstop position. Xander Bogaerts, normally the everyday shortstop for the Padres, just getting a day. But Iglesias forcing playing time. He's hitting .325. 6 runs batted in. Always had that magnificent glove wherever he plays. One shortstop. Grounds out to the other shortstop. 1 down. Wesneski, 27 years of age. He is Houston through and through. Grew up in suburban Houston, went to Cy-Fair High School. Actually left town, but he actually played for a school with Houston in the name. He played for Sam Houston, which is in Louisville, Texas. Tyler Wade bounces it to third, and quickly there are 2 outs. Wesneski then was part of the Cubs chain, played 3 years in the big leagues before coming over in the trade this past offseason. to play for his hometown team. And Eric Karros, what's it like coming back to the place where you start collegiately, at least in your case, UCLA, and then playing for the Dodgers? Wesneski, a Houston kid, and now playing for the Astros.
I think it's probably a dream come true. You're going to have a lot of the fanfare, though, and you're going to have people asking for tickets. But, you know, it is an opportunity to get back into familiar surroundings. I think most importantly for this young man, though, he's getting an opportunity to start every day. You know, the last few years, he's mixed in starts and coming out of the pen, and he's being handed the ball.
Elias Diaz is the batter, quickly down in the count 0-2. Diaz is a Mike Schilt type of catcher. Calls a good game, fantastic hands, controls the running game, and gives you enough offense. Mike Schilt was talking about how he's been blessed everywhere he's been, both in the minor leagues and in the major leagues, as a manager, to be with catchers who were excellent. Of course, Yadier Molina was his guy during Mike Schilt's time managing the Cardinals. Off the thumbs, and the rookie Cam Smith makes the play. That is a quick 9-pitch inning for Wesneski.
Did you know our Jersey Mike's order came with a $25 Fanatics promo code? Insane deal. Awesome. Can we please turn it off while we're eating? Simon feels very attacked right now. Oh, he feels attacked.
My Mike's members score Fanatics gear, like Simon, just by spending $25 in the app. When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like Steel, Ego, Milwaukee, and Toro. And with free assembly and delivery or ready for pickup in 15 minutes, conquering your outdoor projects has never been easier. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Still dreaming of Japan?
My budget's more instant ramen than sashimi.
Try Priceline. They've got millions of hotel deals on the menu.
Priceline.
It's native.
24-hour moisturizing body wash that locks in 4 times the moisturizers of your old body wash.
And just 12 ingredients.
That's right. Clean moisturizing body wash isn't a myth. It's native.
Jersey Mike's meets Mike's Extra Hot Honey on the new Mike's Hot Honey Chicken Cheesesteak. Jersey Mike's Freshly Grilled Cheesesteak, Mike's Honey. Jersey Mike's Pepperoni and Melted Cheese, Mike's Honey. Mike's. Dale, the new Mike's Hot Honey Chicken Cheesesteak. For a limited time only at Jersey Mike's.
500 miles of asphalt, deep in the heart of Alabama, is the home of chaos and chance, where legends are made, where dreams are crushed. The Jack Links 500 from Talladega, April 27th on Fox.
The San Antonio Brahmas battle the DC Defenders. What a catch! The United Football League, tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Fox.
Middle game of this 3-game series in Houston, Padres and Astros. Astros won yesterday 6-4. Had an opportunity to score in the bottom of the first inning, weren't able to. And now their second look at Michael King. Yainer Diaz takes ball 1. A batting average not a normal number for Diaz. Last year, 299, 283 career hitter. On the ground, backhanded. Iglesias. Nice scoop out of the dirt by Arise. 1 down. King coming off a shutout last Sunday in Colorado. Threw 110 pitches. That entire weekend was nothing but shutouts for Padre pitching. Victor Garrottini swings at the first pitch, chops it at the plate.
Padres coming into this evening's game with the best run prevention in all of baseball. They were tied with the New York Mets. The Mets threw out a shutout today, so Padres want to stay tied, they're going to have to do the same.
One and one, Caratini. Switch hitter, bats left-handed. Caratini actually has experience with the Padres. Was the everyday catcher for the Pods in 2021. Caught 116 games.
Good pitch right there. Started off way off the plate. Caratini just gives up on it.
Two and two.
So good right there. King gets him out, leaning out over the plate, then tries to buzz him in just off the plate. Caratini really having no chance at offering it that pitch.
We'll do it again. After Caratini, it'll be Jake Myers, and if the inning continues, Cam Smith will bat. This is a procedural timeout. All right, we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And all of a sudden, Michael King is in danger of walking his first man. It's 3 and 2. It's the first time we've gone to a 3-ball count. Roped down the right field line. Possible extra bases for Caratini. Tatis digs it out of the corner. And it will be a stand-up double for Caratini. Second double for the Padres in the first 7 batters of the game.
Caratini just out in front, but keeps the bat going through the zone. Able to get her over, rise his head into that corner. Put a runner out in scoring position again, just like they had the previous inning. They weren't able to convert.
Two doubles and a single now for the Astros against Michael King, and that pitch misses way outside to Jake Myers. Myers off to a nice start. See those numbers there. Doesn't showcase his speed. 7 for 8 on the base path, stealing bases. Eric, Jake Myers is one of those guys, really is kind of going against everything you really ever want. He is a right-handed batter and a left-handed thrower. And in the world of baseball, it favors left-handed hitters and right-handed throwers.
But he's
so making it hard for himself.
Yeah, he is, but he's got that equalizer, and that's speed and athleticism.
High drive center field. That was off the end of the bat. Connor Joe makes the play. And there are now 2 outs. Okay, here comes Cam Smith. Folks, this is a 22-year-old kid. On April 19th, 2024, exactly 1 year ago today, he was in the lineup and played every inning of a loss at Wake Forest. He went 2 for 5 in that ball game, and now he is starting in right field in the big leagues 365 days later. And oh, by the way, he's not even with the team that drafted him. He was a Cubs draft pick, 14th overall last June. He was a part of that Kyle Tucker trade that keeps on giving. And he's learning a new position. He's a third baseman who is learning the outfield on the fly.
In the big leagues, right? And that's what makes it so difficult, because it's hard enough just to perform at this level when everything's comfortable. This is a kid that's getting his first taste, and he's learning a new position in the big leagues.
Worked out just fine yesterday. Had 2 homers. One and two.
Yeah, both home runs to left field. And this is a kid that, I mean, he's a hitter first, drives the ball well to right center, but the organization wants him to learn how to pull the ball, especially in this ballpark. He was able to do that last night.
King trying to get out of the inning. It's a pretty good eye for a guy playing in just his first month of professional baseball at the big league level.
There are going to be some growing pains, and I think when we spoke to Joe Espada prior to the game, he fully aware of it, and he was going to try to protect Cam as much as he can, giving him days off against certain pitchers, you know, always trying to encourage him.
Got him. Great pitch by Michael King. Second strikeout in 2 innings. We're still scoreless. The third is next.
Look out, 'cause here I
Have you always had trouble with your weight? Me too.
Discover the power of Wegovy.
With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds.
and I'm keeping the weight off.
I'm reducing my risk.
Wegovy is the only weight management medicine proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events such as death, heart attack, or stroke in adults with known heart disease and obesity.
Don't use Wegovy with semaglutide or GLP-1 medicines or in children under 12. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines to treat diabetes. Call your prescriber about vision changes, if you feel your heart racing while at rest, or if you have mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, flu or upset, headache, feeling tired, dizzy or bloated, gas, and heartburn. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
With Wegovy,
I'm losing weight,
I'm keeping it off.
and I'm lowering my CV risk.
Ask your prescriber about Wegovy.
Sunlight is a powerful thing. Pets know, and so does Purina. That's why 100% of Purina's power comes from solar and wind investments to help make the food that powers your pet. Purina cares here and here.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
Top of the 3rd inning, Houston, Texas, Daikin Park, Saturday night. Middle game of a 3-game series between the best team in baseball, San Diego Padres and the Houston Astros. Hayden Wesneski needed only 9 pitches to retire the side in the 2nd. He'll face Connor Joe. Just the 2nd start of the season for Connor Joe. Signed this offseason after spending last year in Pittsburgh. Connor Joe coming home. He is a San Diego native. He's played for San Francisco, the Rockies, and Pittsburgh, and now back at home. Thick knob at the end of that bat. Eric, what's the thought process when you see a batter with that knob that is oversized at the bottom of the bat?
Just depends on comfortability. Some guys, he's not even utilizing that. You see he's choked up right now. Again, some guys don't like that handle grinding into the fat part of their hand, the palm. You know, some guys, like, again, choking up. This guy, you know, everybody is unique, and everybody has a preference. Again, he's not even using it, right? I mean, you hear all the things right now that the torpedo bat was kind of the rage. That was just basically moving the weight closer to your hands, down the barrel of the bat.
Two. And Connor Joe strikes out. That is now 2 strikeouts for Wisniewski. Next week, 2 of the NL's best face off on Fox Saturday Baseball. Bryce Harper going to lead the Phillies against Kyle Tucker and the Cubs. Or the Rangers battle the Giants. Check local listings for the game in your area. That's next Saturday at 4 Eastern on Fox. All right, back to the top of the order. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Got him last time on those sweepers. That one he runs right in on his hands with that sinker.
Lashed high, deep, and gone. 7th homer of the year for Fernando Tatis Jr. No doubt about it. Only question, was it going to stay fair? It did. Second time's a charm for Tatis, and he gives the Padres a 1-0 lead.
Well, he's ready for that sweeper, and this thing just hung in the inside part of the plate. I mean, right when it came out of Wisniewski's hand, you knew that thing was going to end up in the Crawford box at least. Again, you're seeing one of the great talents in our game, Fernando Tatis Jr.
7 homers, 15 runs batted in as the leadoff hitter for the Padres. What a weapon. Here's a rise right to the second baseman Altuve. And that's our second out of the inning.
You know, getting back to Wisniewski, he's been bit by the home run ball. That's his 6th one that he's given up. He's given up 5 in this ballpark.
Yeah, the numbers besides the home runs are fantastic, right? But that one bugaboo kind of sticks out.
I mean, if anything, the fact that there's solo shots that makes it a little easier to swallow.
Here's Manny Machado. He of the 344 lifetime homers. Machado hit into a fielder's choice back in that first inning. Actually swung at a 3-0 pitch. 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, no question that Manny's capable of doing some crazy damage, and you don't question him at all for swinging a 3-0 pitch. But when you hit a ground ball and you're letting the youngster kind of get out of the situation he's in, not a great idea.
Machado has now seen 7 pitches today from Wisniewski and has only swung at 1 of them. Two and two. San Diego, fantastic at home. 12-1 through 13 games. Road's a different story. They've only played 7 games on the road, and they actually aren't even a 500 team. They got the best record in baseball by being below 500 on the road. They're 3-4 on the road, 12-1 at home. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Machado.
Well, Petco Park in San Diego is one of the great venues to play. The fan base has always been raucous. Great place to play as a home player. very supportive. I mean, really, the last few years, that place has really turned into a destination point for a baseball fan of San Diego.
Another 3-2 pitch. Hit well in center field. Myers has a beat on it, makes the play, side retired. But the home run by Tatis gives San Diego a 1-0 lead.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender-created cocktails, anywhere on the rocks.
Since the dawn of baseball, every player has honed their unique skills. Who from this era will prove worthy of legend? The world watches as the journey unfolds.
Good morning. Right, guys?
You wake up, good morning is a brand new day. Blue skies above, it's a perfect day.
Hey, brushing besties. Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works. Dr. Torres?
Reality checkup.
Guys, you need to try Crest 3G White Deep Stain Remover.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth, lifting them away. For whiter teeth in one day.
Obsessed.
Crest.
Lifetime home run number 134 for Fernando Tatis Jr. It's the only run we have in our ball game. It's a 1-0 lead for the Padres. Astros batting. Bottom half of the third inning. This is Jose Altuve. Altuve bounced to third. First time up. Batting against Michael King. Little public service announcement. Craig Biggio was really good. I was looking at all the numbers for Jose Altuve and just thinking of how remarkable he has been. All the years he has put up numbers and the accomplishments he has, and he's virtually nowhere close, Altuve is, to Craig Biggio on the Astros all-time lists in every category you kind of ever want to be on. Did he? Oh my goodness, Jose Altuve strikes out on 3 pitches. And that is now the 3rd strikeout for Michael King. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand, plus stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Now Michael King has something that he can write home about. He just struck out Jose Altuve on 3 pitches.
You mentioned when you're looking at his numbers, and again, Altuve is borderline Hall of Fame. And when you compare him to Craig Biggio, you just say, wow, that was an unreal career that Biggio had. You know, he and Jeff Bagwell, part of the Killer Bees, Astros clubs of the 90s, early 2000s.
I wonder when Houston Astro fans close their eyes if they imagine Biggio as a catcher, a second baseman, or a center fielder, because he played all of those positions for large chunks of his career.
I just remember him as a leadoff hitter being a real pain. That's what I remember.
Speaking of pain, Paredes, oh my goodness, off the inside of the knee. Oof.
You know, the thing is, too, as a hitter, you're not eager to get back in the box. And if you're King right now, you're just thinking, man, I'm going to throw that sinker about waist high. Just run it right in there. Yeah, if he got bone, which it looked like he did, and there's not a lot of meat around that area.
It looks like he may have a pad somewhere just below the knee. Or maybe that's pants. Creative. It's just pant, okay.
And I'll tell you what, even if he had a pad, that's not feeling good. You know, you're just trying to buy some time where you kind of feel like, okay, I can get back in there. But look at where it hits. I mean, that is, I mean, I'm just straightening my knee right now. That's just bone.
Kneecap.
That is just straight bone. And again, if I'm Michael King, you're getting a sinker right in on that knee again.
It's not very sporting.
I mean, you just did him a favor there.
King has struck out 3 of the first 10 men he's faced. Three and 2. High pop. Foul territory. And just beyond the reach of Machado.
See Jason Hayward up there trying to help him out right there. Serve is kind of like a table that he can lay on there so he doesn't go into the stands. You see him right there? Look at that.
That's a good teammate.
He's one of the best teammates there is in the game.
Another 3-2. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 3rd inning for Michael King.
Did him dirty right there. He threw that sinker in, and there was, like, at sometimes you're going for self-preservation, and you're just, I'm not swinging at it because I'm not wearing another ball off my knee.
So dating back to the end of our 2nd inning, that's now 3 consecutive strikeouts for Michael King. Got Smith, Altuve, and Paredes. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Hit a ringing double back in the 1st inning. How about this for a factoid? That base hit for Alvarez in the 1st inning, his first base hit in the 1st inning all season. Considering we're 20 games in, that's 1/8 of the season.
Well, I think that's just representative, right, of the struggles that this lineup has shown so far, especially the middle part. And it's why they haven't been able to win 2 in a row yet this season.
Here's a 3-0. A 4-pitch walk to Alvarez. That's the first walk allowed by Michael King. He's going to walk someone. I guess walk him in 4 pitches and don't put up that pitch count. All right, folks, in Rhode Island right now, we're wrapped in attention. You got Jeremy Pena, who went to high school in Providence, Rhode Island. And you got Michael King, who was born in the state of Rhode Island, went to high school in Rhode Island before playing at Boston College. There haven't been a ton of great players from Rhode Island. The one who jumps off the page with me is the great Dodger, Davey Lopes. Rocco Baldelli. Davey Lopes still hasn't beat.
Yeah, Davey Lopes, one of the great second basemen, part of that famed infield that played together for 8 years in LA. Say, Lopes, Russell, and Steve Garvey.
Davey Lopes could run, man.
Oh.
swung on and missed 1-2. Speaking of running, Jeremy Pena, man, the sprint speed of this kid. Showed it off yesterday. He scored from first base on a single, and he wasn't even off with the pitch. It was a mild gapper, and he just tore around the bases, even ignoring the stop sign by his third base coach, Tony Perez-Chica. But he scored easily, standing up.
Yeah, Joe Espada telling us that Pena recognized that the ball was going to second base, made the decision on his own, and turned out right.
There's something to do with instincts. It's second-generation players. Jeremy Pena's father, Geronimo Pena, played for the Cardinals back in the day. Two balls, two strikes. Alvarez on at first. Now to continue the theme with Rhode Island, Jeremy Pena went even more obscure for college. Played at Maine. Played for the Maine Black Bears. You're playing in snowflakes. Guys on the bench have parkas on. But Maine has produced a shortstop or two. Remember Michael Bordick? Oh yeah, Mike Bordick at Pickett for the Orioles. Billy Swift played at Maine. Former Padre Mark Sweeney. Talk about all-around great guys. All right, Alvarez will be off of the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. High drive right field. Tatis by the line makes the play. Technically in foul territory. Side is retired. It's still a 1-0 lead for the Pods.
Putting people first. It's always been our thing. From the thousands of people who build our cars to the millions of people who depend on them. And right now, when affordability matters most, Hyundai is committed to keeping our prices the same, with no increase to MSRP. And not just on a few of our vehicles, all of them. That's the Hyundai way.
I heard about hands-free Skechers slip-ins from my mate Snoop Dogg.
Harry, you gotta get your hands-free Skechers slip-in. Best money I ever spent. Alien Butler, demonstrate slip-in.
I just step in and there aren't no bending down, no touching my shoe.
Bad.
Try Skechers slip-ins. Looking for a reason to try the $5 meal deal with new McValue? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal with new McValue.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Wait, wait, wait! Wait!
Max.
Wait, wait, wait!
Maxwell!
Yeah?
You're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Start designing. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
The Queen is here!
The Royal Jewels. Presenting Tyson lightly breaded boneless chicken bites. Always been Tyson.
Daikin Park, downtown Houston, Texas. H-Town, Space City. Saturday evening baseball. Padres, Astros, 1-0 lead for San Diego. Hayden Wesneski so far has been impressive. The only blemish, the home run allowed to Fernando Tatis an inning ago. Gavin Sheets, Oscar Gonzalez, Jose Iglesias going to bat here in the 4th inning.
You talked about it earlier. The only way to score off him is to hit home runs. I mean, you're just not putting base hits together or getting a lot of scoring opportunities otherwise. I mean, you look at tonight, the Padres, 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. This year, and this is Wisniewski's 4th start, There have only been 6 at-bats against him with runners in scoring position. 6. I mean, that's crazy when you think of it. Teams were 1 for 5 against him coming into this evening with runners in scoring position.
Oh, tipped at the plate, staying alive is Sheets. Caratini mad at himself. It's always luck at the draw. Is it going to stay in or won't it? So new life for Gavin Sheets. Can he take advantage?
Been going at
Houston Astros. Yeah, when the Houston Astros want to make a trade and they try and go after a pitcher, I think you would always raise an eyebrow. They've had such good success identifying players on other teams and finding something to make them just a little bit better. In this past offseason, they identified Hayden Wesneski. I think he's got a chance to be really special. Gives up a leadoff base hit, though, to Sheets, and we've got a runner on with nobody out for San Diego. April 27th on Fox, the stars of NASCAR head to Talladega for the biggest thrill ride of the year. The Jack Links 500 at Talladega, April 27th on Fox. Sheets is now 2 for 2. He's on at first. Here's Oscar Gonzalez. Swings at the first pitch, bounces it to third. Paredes gets the lead out at second. That's the first out of our 4th inning. Here's Jose Iglesias. He bounced out to short, leading off the 2nd inning. Getting the start tonight at shortstop, replacing Xander Bogaerts, who's just getting a scheduled day off. So when you consider the fact that Bogaerts isn't playing, you add in the fact that Jackson Merrill's injured and Jake Cronenworth is injured as well. Padres have the best record in baseball, and they are playing with a number of guys down, and they're still doing it in large part because of the starting pitching and the bullpen, which has been fantastic.
Yeah, the pitching is just, I mean, for lack of a better phrase, it's been ridiculous. And the bullpen has probably been as good as any in all of baseball. Got some hard throwers down there. Suarez is probably the most underrated closer there is in the game. But I think, you know, one of the things, talking to Mike Schilt before the game, you know, we were talking about run prevention, and you mentioned it earlier in the telecast, Eric, you know, the catching. The catching has been outstanding, and they're defensive-minded catchers, guys that want to lead their pitchers. That's why the Padres have been so good.
Oh, went too far. Wesneski with the punch out. That's strikeout number 3. There are 2 outs here in our 4th inning.
Just going with that sweeper. He threw it a few times, and this isn't even a competitive pitch, but you can tell how good it is by watching the swings of the opposing hitters. More of just a wave.
Here's Tyler Wade. Scary moments for the Padres about a month ago. Tyler Wade was a Padre last year, a player in good stead. Everyone liked him, but he just kind of fell victim to the numbers game, and they had to designate him for assignment coming out of spring training. And they were some worried that maybe another team would pick him up. This is a useful player who can play the infield, can play the outfield, runs a little bit. Good clubhouse guy, he's experienced. Well, he wasn't picked up by anyone, and he had his choice of what he wanted to do, and he decided to stay in the Padres organization because he likes the way they treat him. Felt he had a chance, and there is a chance. Now with all the injuries, he's got to start yesterday out in center field. Today starting at second base. Certain guys just know where they fit. Tyler Wade knew his skill set and where he is in his career fit with the timeline with what the Padres are trying to do. Gonzalez, the runner on at first. Hard on the ground, that'll make it through. So the second single of the inning for San Diego. Runners on at first and at second with 2 outs.
Nice job by Wade, just putting the bat on the ball, doing his Luis Arraez imitation right there. Padres find themselves in a situation not many teams have had the opportunity to do, and that's hit with runner in scoring position against this young man on the mound.
Here's Diaz, veteran catcher. Flat out to right field his first time up. That fly ball to right field is the only out in the air today, induced by Wisniewski. Everything else has either been a strikeout or a ground ball out.
Well, and let's not forget that one ball that was in the air that Tatis Jr. hit, right? It's the only thing we've seen today offensively. Both pitchers keeping these hitters at bay.
Eric, curious to get your perspective on this. We just saw a ball, the pitch before, go down in the dirt, and it just such a quick reflex that Caratini, the catcher, is going to throw the ball out. You came into the big leagues in 1991. Was there ever a time where it was acceptable if the ball went into the dirt that you would keep it in play?
No, as a hitter, you're always asking him to check the ball and then get it tossed out. I don't need the pitcher scuffing that thing up and making it move more.
Chase Wisniewski gets the strikeout he needs. He struck out 4. It's still a 1-0 lead, San Diego.
Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza tastes like never before. Because Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Seriously. But we do now. So get any medium 2-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $10.99 when you mix and match.
I love dirt, especially in spring.
Here's Martha Stewart talking about dirt again.
Well, this is my favorite time of year.
We do the same thing every year. Organic soil, bonnie plants, feeding everything really well.
The results are going to be phenomenal. It's so rich, it's so luscious.
It's really nice.
Smells good. Dry in. It really is a miracle, isn't it?
And squish. And squish. Okay, good. Keep squishing. Fingers relaxed. And squish. Great. Thank you. Good job.
Squish the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
You gesture, the world responds. Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A competitive number.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Whoa, a number.
Is it competitive?
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillets and steak.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check that it's not going into overtime before you storm the court. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Well, so far so good for Michael King and the San Diego Padres, who own the best record in all of baseball at 15-5. Michael King coming off a shutout 6 days ago against the Rockies. He's got a shutout right now as we play the bottom of the 4th inning in Houston. Christian Walker will lead things off. Walker struck out to end the 1st inning. Last 8 seasons in Arizona for Walker. Averaged 33 homers over the last 3 years with the D-backs. High pop. Foul territory. Nathan Eovaldi and Michael King, the only 2 big league pitchers to throw a shutout this year. Talking to Mike Schilt before the game and almost felt guilty. He's trying to give us all these different reasons why he felt it was acceptable to allow Michael King to throw the shutout last Sunday. Almost had to apologize for it. It's the strangest thing.
Certainly is a different time, no doubt about it. But, you know, it does make sense as far as, you know, do you really want to stretch a guy out in April? And, you know, this is a guy that if the Padres go where they want to go, he's going to be a big reason why. And he's going to have health, and he's going to have to be able to throw well come the playoffs. You start looking at games, you know, in the middle of April, and you're going 110 pitches, 9 innings. You know, but Mike Schilt telling us, you know, there weren't any pressure innings and no long innings.
Talked about the weather in San Diego was not picture perfect, but it was pitcher perfect.
Right.
Not a lot of stress, not a lot of sweat. And plus, he looks the part. Michael King has got a body that has worked for right-handed pitchers since the beginning of time. He's listed at 6'3", 210. That is central casting. That's what scouts look for.
Yeah, we keep talking about the deal, the Cubs and the Astros. How about getting this young man, the Yankees, for Juan Soto?
Yeah, got to give up something to get something. Trades that work for both teams are a good thing. You're not trying to swindle people. But the Padres took a close look at the way Michael King was being used. He was mainly a bullpen guy until the last month and a half of his final season in New York. Got moved to the rotation, and the Padres said, yeah, we've seen enough. He could be our bell cow in a starting rotation, and he has been as advertised. Strikes out Diaz. That's now 5 punch-outs for King. Five strikeouts for King. The first 3 were swinging, and the last 2 had been looking. Here's Caratini. Swings at the first pitch, hits it deep to center field. Joe makes the play and then tumbles onto the warning track. Another 9-pitch inning for Michael King.
The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished for blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender created cocktails anywhere on the rocks.
Next week on Fox Saturday Baseball, Bryce Harper leads the Phillies.
Oh my goodness, what a hit!
Against Kyle Tucker and the Cubs, or Corey Seager and the Rangers.
Bang, just like that!
Take on the Giants.
Are you kidding me?
Next Saturday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
Hurry to the Spring Rush selling spree at Highland Toyota. Get $18,000 lease cash on select vehicles. Scan the QR code, lease these new 2025s. Tacoma, $319 a month. Camry Hybrid, $329 a month. Or RAV4, $369 a month. And get 1.99% financing on Tundra. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Highland Toyota. John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. We've got the inventory.
Power to get the job done. technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
At MLBShops.com, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your bandmate, your boss. Visit MLBShop.com for officially licensed merchandise.
Welcome back, everyone. It's like we're watching Roy Oswalt and Jake Peavy go at it about 20 years ago. Good pitching duel. 4 innings of shutout baseball from Michael King. Hayden Wesneski, 4 innings, the only blemish, the home run allowed to Fernando Tatis Jr. Wesneski's thrown 66 pitches. King has thrown 60 pitches. Here's Connor Joe. Second start of the year for Connor Joe. Little looper right side. And Cam Smith just learning the outfield. Got over in time but ran out of room.
We talk about the similarity of both of these guys this evening. 60-some pitches. It's a 1-0 ball game. Both of them also have garnered 8 swing and misses this evening. Outside of 1 sweeper to Tatis Jr., I mean, these guys couldn't be more evenly matched.
One ball and 1 strike to Joe. Free agent signee from Poway, California, went to Poway High School. That's a school that's produced Tony Gwynn Jr., the Hall of Famer's son. Phil Plantier, Alex Dickerson, who played for the Padres a couple years ago. And how about Dave Smith? Who remembers Dave Smith? All-star closer for the Houston Astros back in the 80s. All from the same high school. Suit up this season at MLBShop.com. Check out the latest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBShop.com, the official source for your favorite team gear. Uh-oh. The only run of the game. Coming up to bat of Fernando Tatis, a home run, a laser beam back in the 3rd inning.
You see that pitch right there. That's what he was trying to do in the last at bat. Throw that sweeper low and away. Just hung it on the inside part of the plate. Can't do it to this guy.
1-1. Seems like he's been around forever, but only 26 years of age. Fernando Tatis Jr. For a guy who struck out back in the 1st inning, man, they get some retribution in the 3rd.
Yeah, Wesneski trying to go low and away with that sweeper. Thing just kind of spun on the inner part of the plate.
Choking up just a bit with 2 strikes. Yeah, despite that strikeout in the 1st inning, Tatis still has more walks than strikeouts on the year. He's walked 11 times and now struck out 10 times.
And that's something historically he does not do. He's usually 2-1, maybe 3-1 the other way.
On the ground, hard and through. 1 out base hit for Tatis. Wide turn, forcing the issue.
Tried to run that sinker on the inner part of the plate. Tatis just beat him to it. Don't sleep on him over at first. 6 stolen bases already this year.
Here's a rise. 0 for 1 with a walk. Slow start to the year for Arise, but getting back to his normal numbers. His batting average has been on the Arise.
Man, you're hot.
I was looking at some numbers. Arise, 3 consecutive years he's won the batting title, yet he's never finished in the top 8 of the MVP. Sometimes finishing as far out as 18th and 13th. Winning a batting title back in the day used to be grounds for MVP talk. That was just kind of the way the world ran. Speaking of running, Tatis is on the move, and that means that he's going to get to second base because the only plays at first. Altuve throws out Arise. So 2 outs, but a runner in scoring position for San Diego.
Third one of the evening, and we've mentioned it a couple times in the telecast. Only 5 times runners in scoring position against Wisniewski this year coming into tonight. This will be the 3rd time for these Padres.
Mound meeting as the Astros get ready for Manny Machado for the 3rd time. Machado hit a ball right on the screws his last time up to center field. Deepest part of the field. Jake Myers ran it down. With the base open, maybe you work around Machado to get to Gavin Sheets, but Sheets is 2 for 2 with a double and a single. So pick your poison.
I mean, Manny 0 for 2. He worked a count 3-0, hit a ground ball. Next at bat lined out to center, hit the ball 105 miles an hour off the bat. So it's Manny Machado. I just can't let him beat me. He's getting all sweepers. Goes at him.
There goes Tatis. And Omega without a throw. It's the 7th stolen base on the year. And now he's 90 feet away from giving San Diego a 2-0 lead. Nice pitch, 1-2. Wisniewski has struck out 4. High drive right field, going back, smash, can't make the play. It's off the wall. Tatis scores easily. It's a 2-out double for Manny Machado. That ball jumped off the bat of Machado, his 10th run batted in of the year. 2-0 lead for the Pods.
I mean, this thing is just center cut, trying to go to the outer part of the plate. But the more surprising thing is they decided to go after Machado. It just, you know, it doesn't matter for me that Sheets has 2 base hits. I'm making Sheets beat me, not the future Hall of Famer.
So a 2-out run for San Diego. And Wisniewski going to have a conversation. Josh Miller, the pitching coach. And for the first time for either side, activity in the pen.
I get
Taylor
it.
Scott.
Yeah, I get it that, you know, Wisniewski, you want him to grow and to challenge, learn from these situations. But again, you got a 1-0 ball game, and the 2 best hitters in your lineup are Tatis and Machado, and those are guys right now that I'm not letting you beat, not letting them beat.
Would you have put up 4 fingers and intentionally walked them, or just pitched around?
No, I would. He would have got 5, 6 sweepers all in the outer part of the plate. We'll see here, right? Sheets gets a hold of it, then it's all for naught anyhow.
Sheets 2 for 2 with a double and a single. '28-year-old escaping Chicago. Part of that historically awful team with the White Sox a year ago. And now part of this historically wonderful start to the season with San Diego. 3-17 through 20 games a year ago. 15-5 this year with San Diego. Sheets' father played in the big leagues about a half-decade back in the mid-'80s. He's a Baltimore Oriole. Similar size, lefty, just like his son, Larry Sheets, Gavin Sheets, similar players. Actually, great story. Mike Schilt, second-year manager of the San Diego Padres, used to be telling us he was the clubhouse manager of the minor league team that Gavin's dad, Larry Sheets, was on. The Charlotte O's in the Southern League back in the mid-'80s. Mike Schilt used to shine the shoes of Gavin's dad back when his dad was in the minor leagues. And now Mike Schilt is Gavin's manager. The worm has turned. Into center field. Myers makes the play. Side is retired, but another run scores. RBI double by Manny Machado.
Liberty. Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance. Liberty.
Hey, kid. It's pronounced Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Now she's mocking me. Very mature.
Hey, that's enough, you two.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
She's 2.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Liberty.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal, so to do it right, start with exceptional paint that's designed to last. Only Ace has this collection of premium brands like Benjamin Moore, Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines, and Clark & Kensington. And your local Ace has premium service and quality paint that stand up to the test of time, with gallons of paint like Royal starting at only $29.99. And right now, get 20% off gallons of select Benjamin Moore premium interior paint. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
I'm not him. I'm not Jack.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
Pretzel crust is back at Little Caesars, so stop saying things like, I'd fight my own family for pretzel crust pizza. Well, that cheddar cheese sauce is powerful. Buttery flavored pretzel crust is back for $6.99 only at Little Caesars. No fighting required.
Pizza, pizza.
Paradise doesn't always have palm trees. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Well, 2 stars playing like stars on a Saturday evening in Houston. Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis, both doing their thing with a bat in their hands. Earlier this inning, Machado driving in Tatis with a double. Early in the game, Tatis drove himself in with a homer. Those are our 2 runs in the ballgame. Michael King working against Jake Myers, to be followed by Cam Smith and then Jose Altuve. Hard, but right at the second secker. Tyler Wade throws out Jake Myers. The Fox Football Extravaganza caps off tomorrow, Easter Sunday, as the San Antonio Brahmas battle the conference-leading DC Defenders at 5 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox. Well, I don't think that Oral Hershiser is sweating just yet, but Michael King does have a streak of 14 2/3 scoreless innings. And unlike Oral's back in the day, Michael King's streak started in Sacramento, playing the Athletics in Sacramento, and the shutout last week against the Rockies, and now a shutout through 4 1/3 here in Houston.
You know, the Astros had their chance. Last inning was the first time they were set down 1-2-3, but in the first and second inning, they had runners, on the base paths, second and third. Remember, they had a guy thrown out at home as well.
Cam Smith. EK, you were Rookie of the Year. Graduated from UCLA. Get to the big leagues with the Dodgers. You're Rookie of the Year. What was the biggest hurdle that you needed to get over to prove to yourself and everyone else that you were a big leaguer? Something that Cam Smith is trying to do right now, 1 year out of Florida State.
No, I think more than anything, just getting familiar with, the cities, getting comfortable with getting to the ballpark, getting into a routine. I mean, he's in a much different situation. Then at least I had some time in an organization. I had a couple of years of minor league baseball. Not only is he being thrust straight to the big leagues here within a year, I should say, but he's also learning a new position in the big leagues. So it's tough enough for this young man to just try and survive if he was playing someplace that he had already, played his entire career. And he's learning a new position, and any type of success he has, you got to tip your cap.
Jose Altuve swings, ball hits the end of the bat, 0-1. Difference between you and Cam Smith, you actually had a late call-up 1991, played a handful of games before you crushed it in 1992 on way to your Rookie of the Year. Did that late season call-up make a difference in how you hit the season running the next year?
I think it gave me a little, little taste of what things were like, but still coming into the next season, I started off in a platoon role and then eventually earned the job. But like I said, what this young man is doing is a whole different level.
Altuve pops it up, and it is playable by the first baseman, Arise. Wow, that was way. Well, the ball actually deflected off of something. That was odd. It hit a girder. Usually when the ball is diverted off of a beam or what have you, it just, people get freaked out, the ball just lands harmlessly. But Arise actually made the play on it.
Well, the thing was, is when he hit it too, it looked like it was far foul to the left, and it must have hit something and shot back. It's a nice catch, though.
Yeah. All right, a 1-2 pitch to Altuve. Oh, got him again. That is the second time today that Michael King has struck out Jose Altuve. The shutout continues.
Hey, babe.
You got Circle, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not drinking enough water.
You got Circle. Huh? Circle. You got Circle? Of course. Order Circle water bottle. Magically dial in any flavor you want. 0 calories, no sugar.
Circle helps you drink more water.
Yeah, I know. The one with 100 or 1,000 flavors. Hey, blue shirt, you got Circle?
Gary, used car shopping can't hurt you.
But what if I overpaid?
Come out and I'll show you a better way.
Well, you said...
I know. I said nearly half of all used cars have been in an accident, but there's no reason to shop with fear.
Well, show me, Carfox.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay.
I wasn't scared.
Sure. Can we talk about the PJs?
I'll talk about them, as long as you keep it positive, because I like these things.
No fear, just Fox. Say show me at Carfax.com.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Come on, let's go. Get off your... Touchdown!
Woo! Mountain Dew!
They say you can't change the game. While they're talking, we're out here dominating.
So let them talk.
Skechers basketball, comfort that performs.
As fun as this looks, we've got a better way to kickstart your day. At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, we're dishing out bowls and breakfast faves full of creamy, crunchy goodness. The only thing ice cold is our smoothies, of course. You're on Tropic Time now.
Welcome back, everyone. It's 2-0 lead for San Diego over Houston, top of the 6th inning. New pitcher for Houston, Taylor Scott, has come a long way to be in the middle of the diamond here in Houston. He was born in Johannesburg, South Africa. Good golly. High school, of course, in Scottsdale, Arizona, so he's been around a long time. But happened to be born in South Africa. Who knew? He'll face Oscar Gonzalez, Jose Iglesias, and Tyler Wade here in the 6th inning. So Taylor Scott relieves Hayden Wesneski, who went the first 5 and gave up 2 earned runs.
Scott likes to throw a 4-seam fastball, a little splitter as well, slider, but the 4-seamer about 50% of the time.
Tied him up, 1-2. Scott's been in the big leagues for a while. Houston, Baltimore, Oakland, San Diego, Dodgers, Mariners, Red Sox. Second year that Scott's pitched in Houston. Good eye by Gonzalez. On the ground. Paredes cross the diamond. Gonzalez is retired. Stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season, plus live audio for all 30 teams. No blackouts. Includes access to minor leagues, MLB Big Inning, and available pre-post games. Visit MLB.com/@bat for details. Here's Iglesias. Iglesias spelling Xander Bogaerts, getting the day off. Shows bunt, called strike. San Diego scored a run in the 2nd inning, the home run by Tatis. Scored another run in the 5th inning on an RBI double by Machado, scoring Tatis. One of the reasons San Diego has been so fantastic this year has been their bullpen. And with a 2-0 lead already in the 6th inning, Houston starting to get late early.
Dan, you couple that with the struggles that they have had offensively, just not being able to manufacture runs. And again, it's kind of going with the way the season has gone, though. Win one, lose one, win one. They won last night. Right now they're chasing that win.
14 consecutive games have gone 1 loss, 1 loss, 1 loss. Three and 2. Oh, wonderful pitch. Caught the corner, and Iglesias strikes out for the 2nd time today. I think I heard Iglesias trying to tell the umpires a ball before it hit the mitt.
Caratini does a nice job of framing that as well. What's so tough as a hitter, though, he's been all over the place and not really hitting his spots, and then throws a pitch just like that. Just got to tip your cap.
Here's Tyler Wade, tries to bunt it with him down the first base line, and that's going to be an easy out. Christian Walker picks it up, steps on the backside, retired. Still 2-0 in Houston.
Who's here? Chief, talk T4, he says.
Because any car that doesn't offer the confidence that it will find you is a car that stops short of amazing.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Right, guys?
You wake up, good morning is a brand new day. Blue skies above, it's a perfect day.
And we're back, live from the Fletcher front yard.
Looks like Phil's doing his own fertilizing this season.
Let's see if he can execute.
Oh, that's gonna burn.
Let's check in with the Andersons across the street.
Is that what I think it is?
That's a Weedman tech.
Game changer, Bob.
Let's take a closer look.
Sublime.
It's Weedman for the win. Visit weedman.com for a free quote.
2-0 Padres with a lead over the Astros, bottom of the 6th inning. San Diego is trying to get to 16-5 through 21 games. Best record in all of Major League Baseball. Michael King, a shutout last Sunday against Colorado. Shutout so far through the first 5 innings in Houston. Paredes, Alvarez, Pena. Eye-pop foul. And out of play. The smart front office of the Houston Astros took a look at everything that Paredes brings to the plate and said, yes, please. Takes a whole bunch of pitches, has pull power down the left field line, which works well at Dyken Park.
You know, one of the things, though, that the Astros run into trouble, you mentioned the pull power, is this team doesn't, or at least so far this year, has not really changed its approach, whether it's on the road or at home, trying to hook everything. Just they do not go the opposite way well. Which, again, if you're an opposing team, you know, you look at that and the way that they've been attacked, most of the pitches have been glove side for a right-handed pitcher away. Glove side, you know, the right-handed hitters, predominantly right-handed hitting lineup, they're getting pitches outer half, outer half, outer half. They've got to use right center.
2-2. Okay, all of a sudden this becomes a very important pitch. because you got the leadoff man Paredes. He'll be followed by Yordan Alvarez, who has not been retired so far today, by Michael King. Then you get Jeremy Pena. So this is a real threat for Michael King. King now up to 15 1/3 shutout innings against the Athletics, the Rockies, and now the Astros.
And a good stretch this evening right now. He's retired 7 in a row. Trying to make it 8 right here.
This will be the 80th pitch of the night for Michael King. Oh, missed down low. So the leadoff man is aboard. Second walk allowed by King. And up comes Yordan Alvarez. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.org and follow @playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. All right, this is a wonderful opportunity for the Astros to get something going. Alvarez takes a steamer. Called strike 1. Three-time All-Star Yordan Alvarez. He's averaged 34 homers over the last 4 seasons. He's only got 2 so far this year. You can make the argument that he's due. Right center field. Tatis has got plenty of room. Makes the play. 1 down. That is a big first out for Michael King.
Alvarez might have hit it higher than he did far right there. Just got underneath that. You mentioned King avoids a bullet right there.
Here's Jeremy Pena. 0 for 2. He's put the ball in play twice. Nothing to show for it.
You know, one of the things about this Houston lineup, again, when they are struggling, Alvarez, is they can be pitched to. And so you get a veteran guy that can move the ball around in the zone. They have some young, aggressive hitters. Walker and Alvarez aren't really swinging it right now. You can navigate your way through this lineup.
No swing. 1-1. Two and 1. So all of a sudden, King's starting to labor a bit. He walked Paredes to lead off this inning. Survived against Alvarez, but now in trouble. 2-1 to Pena. 2-2.
Keeps pounding him with that sinker. Got him set up now. He wants to go with that sweeper right now. I think you have to go. You have to go to the sweeper right now. He's got him thinking on that inside sinker. And you're going to take some time. Smart move.
First time today we've seen activity in the San Diego bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada. Right-hander getting loose just in case. This will be King's 88th pitch. Off the thumbs. Playable. And the catch is made. The basket catch by the catcher Diaz, who wasn't happy that Michael King got a little close to him.
And King does a nice job, continues to pound Pena in, and just he continued to move further and further in off the plate. Pena probably offered it a pitch that was a ball, but couldn't hold himself up.
Here's Christian Walker, and boy, could this be a big moment for him. Batting average is unsightly. Last 8 years in Arizona with the Diamondbacks, just trying to find a home in Houston, and nothing has come easily. Hadn't got the ball out of the infield today. He's struck out and popped to first. Hit well. Did he? Hit it! Christian Walker! Welcome to Houston. Finally! Two-run homer, and we're tied at 2. The weight of the world has just left Christian Walker's shoulders. All it took was 90 pitches for the Astros to finally score against Michael King. And we've got a new pitcher. King is done. We've got a brand new ball game in Houston.
Again.
Oh, hi.
So I see you like this place. One thing, the lot next door has been rezoned. Gonna be tons of construction. Luckily, that's not the place I'm showing you today.
Depend keeps you drier than ever, so you can say yes to more than ever.
Yes! Yes. Yes. No.
Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you.
Huh? What's going on here? Oh, so that's it.
This is Joseph Newgarden. Joseph was conceived to win races. Stopped drinking milk at 2, picked it back up at 32. Good for strong bones. Tell that to his clavicle. Joseph wins even when he loses. This is his wife, his Tuesdays, his hand-eye coordination. He might have the greatest jawline in sports.
He's not that handsome.
And on Sundays, Joseph flies. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Well, he'll always be a king, but right now he doesn't feel like one. Michael King threw 89 pitches of shutout baseball. His 90th pitch gives up a 2-run home run to Christian Walker, and we're tied at 2. Pods and Astros new pitcher Jeremiah Estrada throws the first pitch. Then it's hit hard, but right to the second baseman Tyler Wade. Diaz is out number 3. Side is retired, but we're tied heading to the 7th.
Putting people first. It's always been our thing. From the thousands of people who build our cars to the millions of people who depend on them. And right now, when affordability matters most, Hyundai is committed to keeping our prices the same, with no increase to MSRP. And not just on a few of our vehicles, all of them. That's the Hyundai way.
Next level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGuard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGuard Plus.
So why can't we say we're the best home shopping site? Because while true, you just can't say that legally.
So I can't say, Homes.com is the best.
No.
What if we jumbled up the words?
Home's best is com.the. No. What if we said it in Spanish?
Homes.com es el mejor.
No.
What if we whispered it?
No. Fine. What if he said it?
Homes.com. It's the best.
Mr. Freeman, I'm sorry, but we can't say that.
Say what?
Homes.com is the best.
Aha!
Homes.com.
It's the best.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Butter my biscuit, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeymoon in Fiji. Moisturized with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Can you get my bag?
Christian Walker has made this a 2-2 tie. 2-run home run with 2 outs in the bottom of our 6th inning. And we have a brand new ball game. To the 7th we go. Diaz swings at the first pitch from Taylor Scott, still in the game. And it's 1 out. Scott came on 6th inning and retired the side in order, so he's now faced 4 and gotten 4 outs.
Good one to get out right now just because you're at the bottom part of the lineup. You don't want anybody getting it on. And you're turning the lineup over. Tatis will come up with somebody on. Real important to go after this hitter right now.
Tirso Ornelas is the batter. He will come on a pinch hit for Connor Joe. So we get a left-handed batter here. Trying to get something going before Tatis bats in our 7th inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ornelas. Lifts that one down the left field line. Ambling over. Alvarez makes the play. 2 down. That was the first at bat of the year for Ornelas. It was actually just called up earlier today, replacing Jason Hayward, who's on the 10-day IL with left knee inflammation. So, welcome to the club, Tirso. Here's Tatis. Unhittable pitch. Tatis takes it. 0-1. Laser beam home run for Tatis in the 3rd, his 7th on the year, and then singled, stole a base, and scored in the 5th inning. Another pitch. Can't lay wood on it. 0-2.
Yeah, Scott's done a nice job. He's got to stay away. You don't want Tatis Jr. leaning over the plate and trying to hook something into that short porch in left field. Continue to run the ball off the plate away. Don't even get cute and try and sneak one inside. Stay away.
One and 2.
And if you're Tatis on the other end, you're hoping that he hangs one, much like he got earlier in the game on that sweeper that was hung.
Seen it all season long. Getting to 2 strikes. Tatis shortens up. Not much, but a little. It's worked. He has walked more than he struck out this season. On the ground. Pena Throws out Tatis, and the side is retired. How about Taylor Scott? Comes out of the pen, retires 6 in a row.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Ah, yummy, yummy goodness. Isn't that the best part of good and fun?
No way! It's all the chewy fun!
I mean, if that were true, it'd be called fun and good.
Oh!
Don't even think about it.
Indulge both sides with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
The salt on that Dos Equis could have ended up in a half-empty pantry. But now, it's lucky enough to find itself circling a crisp, refreshing dressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, Salt.
Ace's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at Ace. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Houston, Texas, Padres, and Astros tied at 2. Jeremiah Estrada came on and needed one pitch to retire Diaz to end the 6th inning. He remains in the game. And why not? He has been lights out so far this season. Part of that bullpen that has been magnificent on the whole. Victor Caratini, 1 for 2. Eric Karras, you've watched a lot of baseball in your many years in the pro game. What seems to be the common denominator when teams find their way to a dominant bullpen?
Well, you get guys that don't really care about their role, and that they will come in the 6th inning, they'll come in the 8th, they'll come in the 9th, whatever is asked of them, and you put the ego at the door. You're coming in, and the only thing you care about is getting 3 outs and passing the baton. They bought into that in San Diego.
Called strike. That was right on the border. It's now 3-1. Caratini's not thrilled.
Well, the Astros trying to do what they did last inning, work that leadoff walk. That leadoff walk to Paredes came back to bite King. 2 outs later, Walker hits a 2-run tying shot.
Nope, there's that leadoff walk. On 5 pitches, Caratini is aboard. And for Estrada on the year, as dominant as he has been, that's now his 4th walk to only 2 hits allowed. He's pitched 10 2/3, only allowed 2 hits, but twice as many walks to hits. Let's see if it comes back to bite him. Here's Jake Myers. And the Astros think it's small ball. Nope. One and one. That's just the 2nd strike thrown by Estrada here in the inning. Caratini on at first, big man.
Is that code word for slow?
Couldn't stop. 99 miles per hour will do that to you. Bottom of the 7th inning. It's an old school wave going around the ballpark. Feel like I'm back in the 70s again. To right field. Tatis makes the play. Caratini scampers back to first. It's good at bat for Myers. Hit it real well, but in the wrong spot.
Did he smoke that ball? And actually, good base running by Caratini. You saw Tatis Jr. out there and right. He thought he was at short again. Catching that ball, quick transfer, tried to throw him out at first.
Wonderful opportunity for the kid, 22-year-old Cam Smith. He has struck out twice, both times swinging in our ball game. But he did hit 2 homers yesterday. This guy, 365 days ago, April 19th, 2024, was playing in a college game at Wake Forest against the Demon Deacons. 1 year later, he's in the big leagues. And 1 year later, he's down in the count 0-2, facing 98. They've broken the bat. That'll be a base hit. Can Caratini get to third? No, put on the brakes. What a wonderful job by the 22-year-old Cam Smith. 2-strike base hit to keep the rally alive.
Okay, good job by Smith just trying to fight this off, but really, Estrada, bad location. If he would have gone down and away, would have been it. He goes up a spot where Smith can get to the ball. And then I heard you talking about Caratini. Is he going to third? You just got done telling me he's a big man.
He barely got the second. He does other things well. Ruben Yeblin, pitching coach, highly regarded, having a conversation with the entire infield. This may just be scouting report of what you want to do. You got Jose Altuve coming to the plate. When Jose Altuve is 0 for 3 in the game, that just means he's due.
Well, it's interesting because you do have Caratini at second base, so anything hit to left field, because it is short, you know, the left fielder is playing right on top of the shortstop, and you're not going to score from second base. And if you're Estrada right now, you got to think that you're going to throw everything away. You know, force Altuve to go the other way.
One of the greatest Astros of all time. Batting with runners on at first and at second. 2-2 tie, bottom of the 7th inning. Swings on the first pitch, hits it hard, but right to the center fielder, and the out is recorded. Arnell has stayed in the game after pinch hitting. He makes the play out to center field. And that is a big second out for Estrada. All right, so 1 bullet dodged for Estrada. Here comes another bullet. Isaac Paredes. He's been aboard twice. Singled in the first, struck out looking in the third, walked and scored ahead of the home run by Walker an inning ago.
Well, he's seen a ton of pitches tonight. The last 2 at-bats combined 14 pitches.
Paredes, one of the most extreme pull hitters in the big leagues today. I'm not sure he can do anything to drive the runner in from second in this ballpark unless he hits it over the fence.
Well,
there are 2 outs, so Caratini will be off with the crack of the bat.
And he's not that big.
I'm going to get a call. Someone's going to hound me. Estrada trying to get back into that dugout.
So ahead in the count here with 2 strikes, and you've got to stay off of the plate. Don't give him anything that he can get his bat to. Try and use his aggressiveness against him.
Caratini and Smith on the base paths.
Really nice location right there. You're just throwing a fastball up out of the zone. Then he changes eye level going down and away.
Yordan Alvarez on deck. Straight back. We'll do it again. Astros have come alive here in the late innings after just getting dominated through the first 5 innings by Michael King. They pushed 2 across in the 6th inning on the home run by Christian Walker. And now runners on at first and at second with 2 outs against Jeremiah Estrada. Now all of a sudden Caratini's going to get a burst of speed. He'll be off with the pitch. 8th pitch to Paredes. Driven into center field. Look it down! Caratini scores standing up. Paredes has come through. A 2-out single. And for the first time tonight, Houston leads.
Paredes has 2 great at-bats in back-to-back innings. In the 6th, drew a 7-pitch walk. And this one continues to fight off pitches. Gets to a 3-2 count and then just able to fight it off and land it in the green grass. I mean, there have been 2 hits this inning. The Cam Smith hit also not hit hard at all. I mean, that ball right there, which is an RBI, 64 miles an hour off the bat.
So the 2 key offseason acquisitions offensively for the Astros have come through in the last 2 innings. Christian Walker with the 2-run, 2-out homer. And now Isaac Paredes with a RBI 2-out single to center to give Houston a 3-2 lead. And the mainstay, Yordan Alvarez, will bat. Theoretically, there's a base open if you consider second base open. You got Paredes at first, you got Smith at third.
I mean, you already,
after Alvarez, you have a right-handed hitter in Jeremy Pena.
Yep, exactly. And you've already woken up Christian Walker. And you're getting nothing good to hit here. Nothing. Oh. Alvarez with a double and a walk so far this evening. Seeing the ball well. Also flew out to right field.
Astros trying to win back-to-back games for the first time in over 2 weeks. Their last 14 games, they've alternated between wins and losses. They won last night 6-4 against San Diego. .98 right down the center. Two consecutive innings. San Diego pitching has walked the leadoff batter. It cost them in the 6th. It has cost them here in the 7th. Into left field, Gonzalez able to make the play, and the side is retired. But the Astros lead for the first time in our game.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
Don't know about you, this time it was kind of better.
I will be reducing the scholarship program to 3.
Go out like a legend. It's a party.
Who are you?
Jesus.
Hurry to the Spring Rush selling spree at Highland Toyota. Get $18,000 lease cash on select vehicles. Scan the QR code, lease these new 2025s. Tacoma, $319 a month. Camry Hybrid, $329 a month. Or RAV4, $369 a month. And get 1.99% financing on Tundra. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Highland Toyota, John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. We've got the inventory.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Visit GoKubota.com today to find your local Kubota dealer.
Astros leading the Padres 3-2. We have played 7 complete, top of the 8th inning now. Both starting pitchers very respectable, but neither in line for the win or the loss. Big blow in the game for Houston with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Christian Walker picked a perfect time for his 2nd Astros homer. And now Houston leads 3-2, and they'll try and protect it. Brian Abreu comes in for the 10th time on the year.
Abreu, 2-pitch guy, just a fastball slider. He can get it up there, 98, 99 miles an hour with that fastball.
Abreu's being asked to do a lot. He's going to face 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup for San Diego. Arise, Machado, and Sheets. Abreu now in his 7th Major League season. All of that has been spent in Houston. He has pitched exclusively out of the bullpen since 2019. 257 lifetime appearances out of the Astro pen, and he probably should know better. You don't walk the leadoff man in a one-run game, but he has.
No, all you got to do is ask the Padres. Walk the leadoff guy in the 6th, run, 2 runs actually. Leadoff guy in the 7th. That guy scored as well.
Here's Manny Machado. He will not be asked to bunt. .344 lifetime homers. Flying the ointment, though. 2 separate occasions he has led the National League in grounding into double plays. So there's a flicker of hope, Astros fans. It's a pretty good take.
Yeah, I almost feel like, though, he's sitting on a breaking ball. You know, he took a first pitch fastball right there, and in that situation with the 0-1 pitch, you know, he went to offer because he recognized I'm swinging at the breaking pitch, but it was out of the zone. He was able to hold up.
That's going to be playable. Walker out number 1.
They got away with one there. I mean, he was definitely sitting on breaking ball, and he got it. Just unable to do anything. Just got underneath it.
So if you're going to walk the leadoff man, get Manny Machado to pop out into foul territory. That helps.
All part
Here's
of
Gavin Sheets.
Say all part of a plan, right?
Yeah. Sheets 2 good at bats beginning of the ball game early against Wisniewski. A double and a single his first 2 times up. Last time up hit the ball right on the screws, but lined out to the center fielder. We're talking unforeseen territory here. San Diego has a chance to lose 2 consecutive games. (15-5) through 20 games. Second best record in the history of the franchise. Only better start through 20 games the 1998 team that went to the World Series. They were 16-4 through 20 games. Oh my goodness, just painted. Sheets strikes out. 2 down.
You know, Caratini wanted to pitch outside. Sheets was looking outside. Abreu decided to throw it inside. I don't know if it was on purpose, but sure worked out well for the Astros.
I guess you can't compliment someone on painting if they missed the target by a couple of feet. Here's Oscar Gonzalez. Gonzalez does have a flair for the moment. He had a magical run through the 2022 postseason while a Cleveland Guardian. 2 walk-off hits for the Guardians back in 2022. Back when his walk-up song was SpongeBob SquarePants. I wonder if that will follow him wherever he goes. That was definitely a thing when he was in Cleveland. One and 2. Arise anchored to first. Leadoff walk. But Machado popped to first, and Sheets struck out on 3 pitches. Off the end of the bat, Altuve makes the play, and the side is retired. How about Brian Abreu? Doug.
You'll be back. Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just a flightless bird.
No, he's a dreamer, Frank.
Doug.
Well, I'll be. That bird really did it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished for blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
Welcome to the start of the new year. Coming out hard like keep grinding, Peloton. Everything. That's the way you push through, baby. Proud of you.
These hands have helped me become a 3-time All-Star. I must protect them. What's up, man? So I wear hands-free Skechers slip-ins. I just step in with no bending down or touching, so my hands can take it easy. Try Skechers slip-ins.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender-created cocktails, anywhere on the rocks.
The San Antonio Brahmas battle the DC Defenders. What a catch! The United Football League, tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Fox.
Next week on Fox Saturday Baseball, Bryce Harper leads the Phillies.
Oh my goodness, what a hit!
Against Kyle Tucker and the Cubs, or Corey Seager and the Rangers.
Bang! Just like that!
Take on the Giants.
Are you kidding me?
Next Saturday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
Padres are on the ropes, trailing the Astros 3-2, trying to keep this a fair fight, trying to keep it a one-run game. Adrian Morejon will come on and pitch the 8th inning.
This guy's got a live arm. Run that sinker about 97, 98. He's got a cutter, slider, a little four-seamer as well, but really that sinker is deadly. Running away from right-handed hitters all day long.
First man will face Jeremy Pena. Big swing, foul right back to the screen. Pena 0 for 3, but that was all against Michael King. First AB off the left-hander. All the runs coming late for the Astros. 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. Uh-oh. Josh Hader getting loose in the Astros bullpen, and wouldn't this be fitting? They're handing out Josh Hader bobbleheads tonight at Daikin Park. Hader got the save in yesterday's win against San Diego, one of his former teams. Right back up the middle. Tyler Wade's throw gets away from a rise. Oh, that was awkward. And Pena's going to be aboard to lead off our 8th inning.
Wade's going away from the base. Doesn't good clean transfer. Then he bounces it. Arise not able to pick it.
Yeah, I think the pick had been made. That would have been an out.
Yeah, I think you're asking a lot of Arise over there at first. I mean, he's getting reps over there and playing more first base, but just not your prototypical guy over there.
They scored a base hit, first of the day for Pena. Swinging at the first pitch, Christian Walker down the right field line. It is foul. Walker, the weight of the world coming off the shoulders his last time up. 0 for 2, but then with 2 outs and a runner on in the 6th inning, a 2-run homer, just his 2nd of the season. We're now in game number 20 for the Astros. It's a guy who has averaged 33 homers each year over the last 3. Pena can run over at first. Lifted into center field. 1 down. Just thinking ahead to that 9th inning. San Diego has scheduled to hit Jose Iglesias, Tyler Wade, and the catcher Diaz. Now remember, Xander Bogaerts did not play today. And we were told he would be available. So there's a chance he could always come in and pinch hit. He would be a right-handed bat against the left-handed Josh Hader. Yainer Diaz bats. Could be 2. Second, nope, the throw is offline, so they're only going to get the 1 out. I think a better throw could have turned the double play. Two outs, runner on at first base, Diaz. That is a change. Diaz on at first was Pena. Pena with elite speed. Diaz does not have elite speed. Victor Caratini bats from the right side for the first time today. A lot of first pitch swings here.
Yeah, very aggressive against Morejon. He's challenging guys with that early on in the count. Astros trying to ambush him, but unable to do so. And just rearing back and throwing that sinker. Said running away from the right-handed hitters. 98 miles an hour.
Caratini stays alive. One of the best in the business, lying in wait for our 9th inning. Diaz on at first. Just a bit high. 2-2. Leadoff walks in the 6th and the 7th, leading to runs for Houston. They had been shut out through the first 5 innings. High pop up. Just on the outfield grass, now staggering onto the infield dirt. Play is made by our eyes. Josh Hader's going to come in, trying to protect a 1-run lead for the Astros.
You gesture, the world responds. Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
with low prices store-wide. Eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Step inside the world of flavors. Maison Perrier, grand bubbles for an uplifting taste. Step inside the world of flavors. Maison Perrier, grand bubbles for an uplifting taste.
You can't count on a McCrispy to be there after your night shift ends. Or before your morning shift begins. That's what McDonald's breakfast is for. Wake up. It's McDonald's breakfast.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
It is a one-run game, top of the ninth inning. Astros trying to protect their second consecutive win against San Diego. And for the second consecutive night, Josh Hader looking for a save.
Yeah, I mean, he's been so good, especially in the month of April. 8 innings pitched. He's got 11 strikeouts, only allowed 2 hits. No walks. I mean, he's been lights out.
It is Josh Hader bobblehead day in Houston, celebrating the all-star closer who once pitched for San Diego. Jose Iglesias. Down in the count 0-2. What's the game plan, EK, when you face Hader?
Got to make him get it out over the plate. Slider, you're probably not going to hit. Look for something up, out, over the plate. You got to look at it. Hope that he throws a fastball. It doesn't crowd you as a right-handed hitter. Like I said, the slider is awfully tough unless he just spins it up there. Awfully tough to barrel.
Softly down the right field line. That'll get down. Iglesias chugging for second. A leadoff double for San Diego. Now, the best team in baseball is not going to go quietly into the night.
San Diego trying to give Houston a little bit of their own medicine. See right there, doesn't hit it all that well, but just good enough to make contact.
All right, 2 things we need to point out. We're going to have a pinch hitter. Xander Bogaerts is going to bat. But I also want to mention the fact that Cam Smith is still in the game in right field. So far earlier this season, the Astros have made a commitment to replace him defensively frequently. Late innings of tight games. Chas McCormick is always an option. Even last night, Cam Smith is still in the game. This is a young player learning the outfield. Ball seems to find guys like that. All right, Xander Bogaerts is the batter. Bogaerts, the everyday shortstop, getting the night off until now to face Josh Hader. Good luck. Two and 0.
See what I mean?
For a guy like Bogaerts, who is such a veteran, is he thinking about getting the guy over or thinking about driving him in?
No, we're driving him in here. You're trying to win the ball game. But I was just going to say that last pitch, that slider, even 2-0, you know, Bogaerts offers at it. As I said, I literally, you know, I'm not calling him Randy Johnson, but, you know, facing Randy Johnson, the Hall of Famer, I just stayed off the slider. He threw 3 sliders at. All right, I'll see you later. I'll catch you next game. But I just wait for a fastball.
Bogarts, 4-time All-Star. Good swing.
Yeah, hell cut right there. Again, fastball. If he drops a back foot slider right now, he's got him.
Iglesias, the runner on at second. Three and two. No, nothing coming easy right now for Josh Hader.
I'd go slider right here because if I walk him, I walk him. But I just do not lay a fastball in there.
Pulled into the glove of Alvarez. That's the first out of our 9th inning. With that short wall and left, you just never know. And Alvarez able to get there in time.
See, never a doubt right there. He dropped that slider on him, right? He's out in front a little bit. Yeah, not a lot of room, and I'm sure there were some people holding their breath right there. But again, you had Bogarts out in front a little bit. He was getting ready for that fastball, and Hader just missed the barrel there.
Did Iglesias play it right by staying at second base?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, it's so short that, yeah, it's the right play. You're not going to tag up and beat it because, again, left field's so close.
Here's Diaz, 0 for 3. Off the thumbs. Will it get down? No! What a play by Walker! A basket catch for Walker, and there are 2 outs. That wasn't easy, folks.
No, this is the guy they signed, the Gold Glove winner at first base, the guy that's going to hit 30 home runs. The big 2-run shot and then an excellent defensive play right here. With his back to the hitter, makes the grab. Second out.
2 down, runner on at second. And we'll have a meeting on the mound. I think this is just a pep talk. Astros have not won 2 consecutive games since late September of last season. The last 2 games of the year. Haven't done it so far this season. Yuli Gurriel will come on and pinch hit. The veteran, tons of experience, internationally and in the big leagues. He will bat against Hader. San Diego trying to avoid losing 2 in a row. Aggressive. As wonderful of a start as the Padres have had, if they lose today, they would fall to 3-5 on the road. Now they're 12-1 at home. That gives you a lot of wiggle room, but 3-5 on the road. A bit surprising for the team with the best record in baseball. This should do it. Cam Smith with the squeeze. And the Astros win it. Josh Hader on Josh Hader bobblehead night gets himself a save.
2 wins in a row for the first time for this Astros ball club. It was the Christian Walker coming out evening. The 2-run shot and then the nice defensive play in the 9th. Helped the Astros come out ahead against the best team in baseball, the San Diego Padres.
6-4 winner yesterday for Houston. A 3-2 winner on a Saturday evening in Houston. And the San Diego Padres have lost twice in a row. For Eric Karros and our entire Fox Sports crew, I'm Eric Collins. That's all from Houston. Let's send it to Kevin Burkhardt and Dontrell Willis in Los Angeles.
All right, Eric, EK, thanks. And Major League Soccer coming up next year on FS1. Hugo Lloris and LAFC visiting the Portland Timbers. That's at the top of the hour. Get you there in a few, but first we'll recap the day in baseball with our post-game show as we say welcome. As Eric said, D-Train, Dontrell Willis is here, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. We welcome you. You know, the Astros had this weird thing going. They had rotated a win and a loss every single game. They've won 2 in a row. But you said this at the pregame show. Christian Walker has to show up. And poof, as you command, he did.
This might be the breakout game for him. I love the basket catch because he's a gold glover, but he came up in a big spot. He struggled in these big spots. He finally gets a pitch that he can handle, and he wore out that Crawford box. I thought he was the perfect ad because he shows power to the pull side. He's going to wear out that Crawford box, but at the same time, he is a polished hitter, and he's come up clutch plenty of times in a Diamondback uniform. This is the first time that the Houston Astros faithful saw him in a big spot. They needed this game, and this type of victory, KB, can get them jump-started in that division because they have a lot of depth and a lot of talent as well.
Especially the way Michael King was pitching. I mean, he was in some groove. Yes. He's really, really good, so they kind of pulled out a win, 2 in a row. Astros maybe trying to build something in San Diego. Finally stubbed their toe. They've been so darn good. Let's get some more baseball highlights on Fox earlier today. Really exciting game. Dodgers and the Rangers in Arlington. Dodgers down 2-0 early. Freddie Freeman against Nathan Eovaldi. And Freddie, is it fair? Yes.
Yeah, he Chick-fil-A'd him with that Polynesian sauce.
Got it in there. Game tied at 2. Kirby Yates, former Ranger, was so good for them. Now a Dodger facing Adolis Garcia. Game over.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
See what you did there. 4-3 Garcia, and a dramatic win. His 5th ever walk-off if you include the playoffs. And there you go for Texas. They've been trying to find their offense.
Yes.
But if they do, if Garcia goes back to his form from 2 years ago, and if everybody's healthy and contributes, this is going to be a really good team.
Well, this is a lineup that's very deep and constructed. Well, you have Simeon struggling. You have Garcia struggling out the gate. And Simeon's a historically slow starter. But if you have some productivity, along with Jake Berger, who started off slow, you have 6, 7 guys that can beat you in any given day. So it's a well-constructed lineup. He got a fastball center cut, and I got a chance to talk to him in the beginning of the season. Sometimes his swing gets big. That swing was very short to the ball, and so he understands he can be quick, and he just has the barrel of the baseball, and this is a big win. And this is another team, if they get going and stay healthy, because health is wealth in that locker room, they've overcome a lot of adversity, they can score some runs and put some pressure on the Houston Astros and the other company in AL West.
No doubt. Dodgers wasting the best effort of the year from Roki Sasaki, too, so that's a bright spot in their loss. How about elsewhere? Also seen on Fox around the country today, Cardinals-Mets. Pete Alonso has been the best Met this year, maybe one of the best players in the league, as a matter of fact, and he kept staying hot today, Train.
And he stays in the center of the diamond, short through the ball. Every time he needs a big hit, the Polar Bear's right there.
Here's another big hit. Bang!
Ooh. Haven't you seen my movies?
Oh, my goodness. 6th home run of the year for the Polar Bear. He is cooking. So are the Mets. 3-0. Take the first 2 from the Cardinals in this series. Yankees-Rays. This was a wild game. Paul, watch this double play.
Hey!
Jose Caballero between the legs.
That was tight. And I like those uniforms. Those are old school Devil Rays ones.
They are true. By the way, they looked at this. They initially called just 1 out, but they reviewed it. He never touched the bag at first. Double play, that was something else. However, the Rays were destined to lose this to the bottom of the 9th. They're down 8-6. Brandon Lau, a little flare against Devin Williams, ties the game at 8. And another blown opportunity for Devin Williams. More on that in a moment. Bottom 10, Jonathan Aranda.
Uh-oh.
Tanks 1. Goodbye. Reds and Orioles. Hunter Green has been splendid this year. An ERA under 1 coming in, but Cedric Mullins was having none of it.
He looks better this year, poised for a bounce back here, and if they want to have a chance in the division, he's got to be in the center of it.
Yeah, really good. Gunnar Henderson, we know he's good. He woke up this week.
Yeah.
A couple home runs in the last few days. Orioles offense coming to life 9-5. They beat Green, who had been sensational, and the Reds. White Sox, Red Sox, 7th inning. White Sox are down 3-1. They come back because of this mammoth blast from Luis Robert Jr.
Yeah, future Dodger. You didn't hear that from me, though.
I think we just did. Let's go to 10. Still tied at 3 bases loaded. Tristan Casas at the plate. Casas deep. Is it deep enough? Yep. Alex Bregman's going to come on in, score the game winner. Red Sox, 3rd walk-off win of the year. 4-3, gain a game on the Yankees, who lose. Meanwhile, Blue Jays Mariners, Ben Williamson, I mean, just cranks one. His first career home run, too, as the M's come back to tie this game at 3 late. Later, I'm talking in extra innings. We go to the 12th. Randy Arozarena. Oh, playoff Randy in full effect.
Yeah, WBC Randy.
Oh, I like that, Randy. Then it's Rowdy Tellez.
Tell us something.
I mean, that is a no-brainer. 8-4 Mariners in 12 in Toronto. Wild win for the Rays and a tough loss for the Yankees, especially on a day that Aaron Judge was great again. Devin Williams, how do you explain this? He's allowed 8 earned runs this year for the Yankees. He allowed 10 total 2 years ago when he was an All-Star. What's going on?
Too much traffic, the lack of the command of the changeup and the fastball. That's his bread and butter. But if you don't get ahead with either of those pitches, he's pitching in hitter-friendly counts. When you have 8 earned runs, 7 walks, and 11 hits in this 8 innings pitch, that's way too much traffic at the end of the ball game. You're going to blow games when you have runners in second and third and less than 1 out. Man, I think he needs to shave, do something, you know what I mean? Take a different route of work because they need these ball games because I feel like they're at the top of the division. But listen, these other teams, whether the Blue Jays, other teams like that, they're going to be running against them. And so they need Devin Williams to step up very quickly because he's not pitching with a lot of confidence right now. I just don't see the mound presence that I saw in the Milwaukee Brewers uniform.
Is there any layover at all from last year when he gave up the big home run to Pete Alonso in the playoffs? Because he was invincible, and then he gives up the home run. Different team, I know. I'm just asking.
I just see the lack of command and trust. And so when you start to nibble on the edges, it's ball one. Now the hitter's the aggressor. And so with the fastball commando, that set up that changeup to get guys to chase. He's not getting the chase because they're not trusting that fastball as well. So for me, I think he needs to get some soft contact and really get some ground balls. Way too many fly balls, way too many extra base hits. So right now, I think Aaron Boone needs to sit him down and say, hey, let's just pitch aggressive with the fastball and set guys up with the changeup. But he's not landing either of those, so it's going to be very difficult.
Problem for the Yankees right now. Meanwhile, we continue around the league. The Tigers are in first place. They've been excellent at home this year. Casey Mize, he had about 4 runs his last start. One of those young Tigers are looking for a big year from, and he was good today.
Yeah, Job and Mize, they keep those guys healthy. I like their stuff. They have swing and miss and a lot more depth in that rotation, much needed.
And then you've got this guy, Spencer Torkelson, is having a rebirth. Former #1 overall pick playing the role.
Comeback player of the year candidate.
3-1 Tigers looking good against the division rival Royals. Guardians and Pirates. Paul Skeens on his bobblehead day, usually pretty untouchable, but not today. Stephen Kwan, the All-Star, gets in one, makes it 1-0, and then there's more. 7th inning. Obviously, Skeens was pitching well, but Kyle Manzardo. Look where this goes, D.
He bucko blasted him.
Allegheny time. Nothing. Guardians spoiled the bobblehead for Skeens. Here's Ben Johnson, new Bears coach, throwing out the. What did he do here? A little something from the first pitch.
Yeah, a little Brandon Webb sinker right there.
Wow, showing you the repertoire. Kyle Tucker, Chopper, Zach Gallen. Give it to me, Zach.
He needed that. Pitchers are athletes too. Ooh, I like that.
Nice play. However, it was not enough because Cubs offense has been great. Seiya Suzuki ropes 1 2-run bomb. Michael Busch, very next hitter. Basically the same spot. His 5th of the year. Cubs win again, 6-2. Looking good right now. It's 14-9. How about the Marlins and the Phillies? Well, this was offense early for Bryce Harper and company.
He's still playing at a high level. Lefty on lefty, righty, it doesn't matter. You make a mistake middle in, he's going to barrel it.
Fighting Fish came back, though, against Jordan Romano. Liam Hicks deep. Romano gave him 6 runs in the 9th inning. It's a 1-run game all of a sudden, and all the Philly fans are saying, come on. They had to bring Jose Alvarado in, and you know what? He came in and did the job. But that was way too hard. Way too hard but they will take it. And an 11-10 win for the Phillies. Twins and Braves today. Braves had a dramatic win last night, 5 runs in the 8th inning. Here's today, they're down 3-2 until Michael Harris. Watch this shot. That is housed.
Wow. He went to Olsen land right there.
Later in the inning, Alex Verdugo down the line.
I think he's going to be a shot in the arm, especially the lack of productivity from the outfield offensively. They need him right now.
4-3 Braves, top of the 8th. Steve will take the first 2 of that series. You know, it's always a pleasure to see you on a Saturday afternoon.
Always. You know you, my man.
Maybe one day we'll go to space together. Love you. Steve Trade is here. Don Tro-Willis. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Major League Soccer coming up next. Portland against LAFC. See ya. Love you.